From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
They'll let the fullback try to push the line. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
In motion now, it's Collins. They motion a receiver right. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10.
South. Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
In motion now, it's Collins. Send a man in motion right. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
All right. Swap. Why Tony? Hey, south. 11.
Schultz, the motion man. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
We go, come on. 180. 12.
Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, prodding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is gone. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Here's Noel. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First carry for David Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Goff to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Kirk is the motion man. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Why Tony?
On play action, Stroud. That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alexander, and he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Tony. Buggy.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
All right. 11. At 18. What's that? Hey, uno Mars.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward. I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
Here we go. At 18. What's that? 19 Texans.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's going to have a Texans first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Hey, south. How's it tonight? What? At 18. What's that?
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd down and 3.
Here we go. At 18. That's it. Hey, uno.
He'll try to run for it with Marks. This will not do the trick. They've stuck it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
12-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Throwing here is gone. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
That's good.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
That's quickly out wide for Kirk. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now. Maverick. Super. Hey, lift. Hold on. What's up?
On first down, it's gone. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Cut. 180. Cut.
On second down, Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
180! We're good, we're good.
Goff to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Lions. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Goff. They'll try to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
I just want to rock. Body out of Shorty got that body out of no time, setup. You won't kill my vibe. Stand on my money. No
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard.
We go tonight. Like we go 76. 76. What's that?
It's a toss play left to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
What? 180. 4 down. 76. Tell him. 76. What's that?
To throw is Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Now, Goff. Moving, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Garrett Goff. Touchdown, Lions. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the field.
Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Make it hot. Oh, and 18. That's it. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Oh, and 18. That's it. Hey, Uno Mars.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
It's going to be third. They need one.
Oh, and another slot. South.
Stroud going to set up to throw. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Texans first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
All right. 18. What's up?
To throw, it's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
That ties the game at 14. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Raymond now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Go! Go tonight! By 20! Twos! What's that?
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 16-yard line.
On the quick, right? Hey, yeah.
The RPO, that one is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Look the hot.
On 2nd down throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
We go, Todd! By 20! Done.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
180! Super! Dula! Hey, Todd!
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's the Lions punt team now, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This is taken at the 25. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, let's go.
Strap quickly out to Collins. He's going to be be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
All right. Wait. Hey, south.
Now Mixon, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On the give is Marks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
South.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
Houston.
How's the snap? What? 18. What's that?
Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Texans.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started.
Lions 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This returnable with Reed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of... but a very solid return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Caught by Amon-Ra. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Cut. 120. Ric Flair. What's that?
A run here with Gibbs. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. By 20.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Tonight. 180. Turbo set.
Out of the shotgun. It's gone. Catch is made. That is Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And that is going to be an absolute disaster. They wanted the holder to throw it. He couldn't get away. Now they're going to turn it over on downs.
At their own 48.
I know, Mike. It's easy to sit here and second-guess all of these decisions, but I find myself leaning towards just take the points. And if you are that committed to going for it on 4th down because you want 6, then just leave your offense on the field.
Look the hot, look the hot. Don't worry.
On play action, Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Tony.
A run here with Mixon. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Now, this looks like a design run. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Raymond now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
180. What's that?
Here's Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard.
120. Shell. What's that?
Now Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
Black 20.
Goff to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Turbo set.
On first down, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I take G. Watch him do it.
12. Tonight. 180. Turbo set.
Goff to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Look. 180. Super. What's that?
On second down, Goff. That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Texans.
And after that promising drive, Mike, just a really disappointing end. I mean, everything was going so well. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection, and then he just gets a little too aggressive with the decision-making, and it can turn around in a snap.
Makes the score Texans 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Raymond now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tonight. Orange. White 20. 17. 7.
To throw is Goff. Now right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Here we go. Tony. Buggy.
In motion now, it's Collins. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, Dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Into the secondary, past the 15. Look at him go! Inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Lions 21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here we go. Hey, team. What's up? Wait.
He'll go again with Marks. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
Hey, uno more. All right. Hey, uno.
In motion now, it's Collins. Receiver in motion, going right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
The Lions call their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a designed run. And he's down at the 3. What a run. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and trying to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Here we go, let's go. 12.
Now this looks like a design run, and he will do it himself. He's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 42, Lions 21. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Raymond now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Go tonight. 180. Hey, tonight.
Throwing, Goff. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Try again. It's second and 10.
180. Hey, let's go. Go. Cornell. Two. Turbo set.
Goff. Coming across. He's got it in the hands of Williams. That pass play good for 22. First down, Detroit.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now, Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he'll be taken down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 52 yards.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's Gibbs. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Cut. Maverick, 180.
Here's Goff. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And now it's third and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw...
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
5, 11, 11. What's that?
They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
The score, Texans 42.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
All right. 18. That's it.
Stroud to throw here on first down. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he will not be able to get away. Good work getting in there to force him out of bounds. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
This one all but over. Here's third down.
On the quick. Hey, south. 18. What's that?
In motion now, it's Collins. Man in motion, heading right. Now, faking the give. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
Here's first and 10.
All right. 18. What's that? Why Tony?
They'll run with Mixon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Second and 10.
12. Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
18. That's it.
They'll send a man in motion left. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now, whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. They're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down.
Tony.
Here we go. One final play. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over.